Welcome to A Taste of Torah with Rabbi Carol. This week's Parsha is entitled Terumah, which means contribution, and our aliyah for the week, the first section of the Parsha, is found in Shemot, Exodus chapter 25, verses 1 through 16. And in verse 2, Adonai tells Moshe to encourage the children of Israel to bring a contribution. And God says they need to bring it, everyone who is willing in their heart to make this contribution, they need to come and give. And I just want to talk about giving to God. People often struggle with giving to God, especially in the area of finances. We encourage tithing at Beth Emmanuel, and it's a part of our membership covenant. And yet, if you have not grown up being taught that, some people struggle when they come to faith. How can I give 10% of what I make to Adonai? But it's not just in the area of finances, although we want to be faithful to give his tithe and our offering to him, but it has to do with a heart attitude. There has to be a willingness. Let's face it, everything that I have and you have is not because of our ingenuity or because of our great talents and our skills, but everything we have comes from God. Isn't that what Yaakov says? Every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father above to us. So it, again, always comes down to this heart. What is the attitude of our heart? Is our heart willing to give, not just financially to Adonai, but of every part of who we are, to give of our time, of our talents, of our whole being to him? And again, this is an area that sometimes we struggle with because we like to be in control of our lives and of what we are doing. And yet, with things that have been happening recently, we mentioned this last week with the Asbury outbreaking there at the college. What did God see there? He saw a group of young people whose hearts were willing. Hearts that said, here we are, God. Our time is your time. We want to yield to you. Our hearts are yours. Our lives are yours. As I watched and listened to some of them speak last night at the end of the collegiate day of prayer, willing to give everything, to take what they have experienced and impart it to others around them, a willingness in their heart. So today I want to encourage you, have a willing heart. And if you're not there, just tell God. My husband said this last week in his message. God already knows how we feel. So just tell him, God, this is where I'm at. I'm struggling with it. I'm not sure I can be that willing to give of whatever it is that you think he's asking you to give. But I want to tell you that when you are willing to give, what you will encounter is the magnificent love and favor and mercy and compassion of your Heavenly Father. So let's all ask God, touch my heart that it might be more willing, that there will be nothing that I hold back. I won't hold back your tithe. I won't hold back my offering. I won't hold back of my time, of my life. I lay it all before you, God. It belongs to you. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow here at Beth Emmanuel if you're on Long Island. We're located at exit 61 of the Long Island Expressway. Join us at 11 a.m. You can come for a cup of coffee at 10 a.m. And if you're not on Long Island, please join us here on Facebook or YouTube as we'll be streaming our services. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Be blessed.